Hey, let's do some letters for Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday. When is today? I don't know what the date is. I don't care what the date is. Wednesday, the 28th of April. Dear Dave, this is from Bonnie Lynn. Please put a disclaimer at the beginning of your shows saying you mean no harm, just stating constructive criticism as you see it and as your right to freedom of speech in the good old USA. I have subscribed to you again. I was hurt after you were seemed to put down women nomads who had mechanical problems. Now you appear to be fair. Now you are picking on Campervan Kevin and his mechanical problems. At first I thought you were referring to his faith. I realize now that you don't really mean things as they come across to viewers. Please put a disclaimer at the beginning of your episodes so people will realize you mean no harm. After watching you for over a year, I'm beginning to understand you better. You are kind deep down, but a little judgy on the outside. I'm addicted to your show. Thank you very much. Wow. Thank you very much, Bonnie. I do have a strange sense of humor. I really do. And again, Kevin, I would never attack his faith. Never at all. I never did that. I never would. I wouldn't allow any comments that did that. But, he's up for criticism because he does a public channel and it's up there for everyone to see. As far as I was not criticized, I didn't mean to criticize female nomads and repairs. I mean, I'm a male nomad. I'm a male, not maybe a nomad someday. I'm a man, but I know nothing about cars. And, when I go in to take my cars in for service, mechanics kind of get that impression pretty quickly that, I just does a funny thing and I don't know what it, they know that Dave knows nothing about cars. So I was just saying that some people are sized up by mechanics to, get taken, so to speak. But again, my video today, the morning one, was basically, even if that happens, you should, as a nomad, somebody out there, you should be aware of that and don't let it happen to you, but don't use your YouTube channel to get revenge, because if you're wrong, you're really wrong, Deb says, I've had more auto repair places try to rip me off than not over the years. Many stories of places I took my vehicle in for one thing like brakes or an oil change, and suddenly they would tell me I needed an expensive repair only to find out that through my regular mechanic that the repair was not needed. The auto repair industry is so full of crooks, it's scary, etc. She goes on and on here. Again, we all deal with that. I think everybody that owns a car has at one time or another, or van or truck, whatever, has experienced crummy or questionable auto repair places. The question is how we deal with it, and if we are a YouTube celebrity, do we use that celebrity status to work into the mix to get things done? Hey, I'm a YouTube celebrity, how dare you treat me this way? I don't know. I always find that a little bit repugnant. There are other ways to deal with, just be honest, just to be honest with your mechanic and just say, I really don't think you're telling me the truth here, or something like that. Or just say, after you get the service done, pay the damages and just say, you know what, I don't think I got a fair treatment here, and I'm not coming back, and I'm not recommending any of my friends to come back, and just walk out the door. That's better than just putting it up on YouTube and, I'm using my YouTube celebrity status to stick it to people that I think are ripping me off. I don't know. That's a little sketchy, don't you think? A roadside camper says, wouldn't it be interesting if someone showed up to your door with a backpack and a 5-gallon bucket in hand? Yeah, I said, one of my other videos today, I said that I was thinking about becoming a train hobo. If I could, I wouldn't mind riding the rails if I could get a nice comfy seat with some meals brought to me and have a restroom. That would be okay. I could be a train nomad who pays for his seat and something in between. I don't want to be, I don't want to be riding around in an old freight car that's banging around there. I do admire Hobo Shoestring. He does some great stuff, but I don't, and he's even younger than I am. I mean, I don't know. I'm just too old for that. Tiny says you can be a train hobo, but you'll have to listen to 10 hours of Jerry Jeff Walker, Merle Haggard, Jimmy Rogers, and Sunhouse, and then you'll be ready to be the ultimate Camo Dave train hobo. Rick Petticoat, I was showing that crazy VW psychedelic van there. In my again, I'm referring to all my earlier videos today. Rick says I had a 1971 bus, like I guess that one. The last year of the 1600 stand-up engine. Loved it when I was young. Took the engine out and worked on it by myself. Now, no way. Constant tinkering and 40 miles per hour on steep grades blows. Yeah. Do you remember Fun for Louie? I haven't watched Fun for Louie in quite a while, but he did a couple years ago a trip up in the Montana mountains in a relatively old VW bus just like that one. And it was, yeah, it didn't make it up the hills very well. In fact, I think the engine in the back there, the air-cooled engine actually caught on fire at one point. Gregory says, don't buy any VW bus, get a skateboard. It's easier to carry than to push a microbus uphill and will coast downhill as well as a VW does. Yeah, again, I'm going to leave the title of oldest skateboard guy to Mark Fun Jones. 63-year-old skateboarder, man. I don't know, man. Alex G says she sent me money and didn't even get a lousy sticker. There you go, offering strangers those valuable stickers. Hey, Alex G, send me an email at camodave@gmx.com and explain your plight, and I'm apologizing now, and I will be happy to send you a sticker, a couple stickers, and a Camo Army card. I will do that, but you got to contact me on camodave@gmx.com. Betty Smith says, we're getting a lot of car repair stuff here. Betty Smith says, I had a family member work in the office at a car dealership. When I was young, they always double or triple the cost of all parts installed to cover the costs to run the business, as well as charging straight labor. Most people don't know you can give the service shop most of the time the parts you buy yourself. And yeah, you're right. You can go buy the parts yourself and have them install stuff like that. Again, that's one reason, especially on my old car here, I take it to a shop that I trust. I don't take it to the dealer. I mean, yeah, if I take it to the dealer, I'm probably going to get parts quicker and, maybe back quicker. But, I try shops and I find one I like and I stick with it. And it's, you do have to make some mistakes and stuff like that. But I'm not going to use my YouTube channel. To trash anybody for the car repairs. But I will promote a channel if they do a good job with me. So, yeah, maybe they'll give me a discount next time. Maybe they will. I don't know. Anyway, can you see that? Phoebe says, think of it this way: if you ride the train, a real train, not as a hobo, someone else maintains it. It has a restaurant and a bar. Yes. You're not going to get a bar on a freight train in a freight car. No. But yeah, ride the Metro liner, the whatever, one of those Amtrak silver bullet things, anyway, yeah. But if you buy a van, it's a hole in the ground where you pour your money into. That's exactly right, GB. Oh, the AMC Matador was a great car too. I had a white one, says Campgoer1. I love those old AMCs. They're such funky cars. The Pacer, the Matador. Remember the Gremlin? The AMC, they had some really weird cars back there. I think the Matador, wasn't that in a James Bond movie? Wasn't there a James Bond movie with Roger Moore where the cars has wings and it flies? Do you remember that one? That was one of those really trashy Bond films. The Flying Matador. I think it was a Matador, wasn't it? It was definitely an AMC car. Campgoer1 says her dad worked at an AMC Chrysler dealership in her hometown in Wisconsin. The Pacers were ugly. They were ugly, but they were kind of cool cars, like a big fish tank with those big windows, and they were wide. The AMC Spirit. And remember the Javelin? Yeah, the Javelin. Cindy says, it seems strange that I would defend bad businesses. It seems like you have this idea that we're all going to get ripped off, so we should just get used to it. You can, but I can't. Yeah, anyway. I will not let people rip me off. Obviously, Carolyn should have not posted the name of the place that ripped her off, but they should not rip her off either. Yeah. Again, my thing was using your YouTube status and celebrity as a weapon, basically, to attack a car dealership that seems to be ripping you off. Again, I think when you start to go in that direction, you start to kind of get into some very sketchy territory. It's anybody that uses that, any celebrity, anybody that uses, do you know who I am? And you treated me bad, and now I'm going to, tell the world, I'm going to post things. I don't know. First off, you're not going to get resolution to your problem doing that. You're just only going to make the mechanic angrier. And it's just something that I would say, if you have a YouTube channel and you've got a bunch of subscribers, don't use it to get deals and stuff like that in terms of repairs and stuff. I don't know. We see that all the time. We see certain Nomads where they will get good service at a dealership and then they shout the dealership out. We've seen that many times, or a repair place. Hey, I'd like to thank everybody at Jim's Repair Shop for the wonderful service they did. It goes both ways, I guess. But just be careful about doing it because it can backfire on you really bad, like it did with dear Carolyn. Fridatrix says, never sign a work order that just says, fix vehicle. Be specific. Get an estimate. Every place that I've ever done, they'll always, you say, if this is making a funny noise, check this out, this is doing this, check this out, and then they'll call you back and say, okay, we found this, this, and this wrong with your vehicle, and we got to do this, this, and this to fix it. Do you want us to do it? And it's going to cost, how much is that going to cost? Well, about this much. And now you have the right to say yes or no. Do this, but don't do that. I often, I don't know. Don't say just fix vehicle and then they'll call you back and say, well, we fixed your vehicle and it's going to cost you $2,000, John Hall says, hey, Camo Dave, was wondering how Mike is doing. Always tough to lose your companion and road dog. Is his channel up? Living Free Mike. I did check on his channel today. Nothing new. He still has about 13 videos up. And we haven't heard anything about it. If you hear or see Mike, Camo Army, News Army. If you see or hear Mike, if he's still out in Arizona somewhere, let us know. Just send me an email, camodave@gmx.com, and we will, at least I'd like to know that he's okay. If he's gone back to Minnesota, let us know. But yeah, it surprised me. I thought he would be back on YouTube by now. I really did. But his channel's still there, and, there's 13 videos still up, and we're just waiting to see if we hear anything more from him. All right, everybody. Michael Dale says, using subscribers as a weapon, the Camo Dave Army? Never. Never. The Army is a news army. We're standing up for truth, justice, and the American way. All right, folks, thank you for watching. Letters for the 28th of April, 2021. Thanks for watching. Blog under.